What's up guys, today I'm going to teach you how I grew my shoulders fast with 2 exercises, and if you stick around to the end, I'll provide you with 2 major tips to help you with your shoulder development. Now the first exercise is heavy overhead presses for 2 sets without any drop sets. Now I do heavy overhead presses for 3 reasons. Number 1, I found that my shoulders have grown the most when doing heavy sets of overhead presses. I think mostly because previously I've only been using lightweight and more reps. I've been leaving some gains on the table when it comes to strength work, and the evidence is clear that I have. Which leads me to reason number 2. Reason 2, I do heavy overhead presses because the deltoid is a clear split of type 1 and type 2 muscle fibers. Because I was only doing low weight, high reps, I was essentially leaving 50% of my gains on the table, which explains why my shoulders grew so much after I started doing strength work. Number 3, it's a hard exercise. Sometimes in life you have to do the hard stuff to succeed. I say this is a hard exercise only because it's hard to progressively overload, with weights or reps. In the last couple months, I've increased it by around 20 pounds, unlike the squat which I've increased by 55. Even getting 1 rep more than the previous day is an absolute grind, which forces me to push myself as hard as I can to make some gains. Now the second exercise I do is the Egyptian cable lateral raise. I chose this over dumbbells and the regular cable lateral raise for 3 reasons. Number 1, my friend Steven told me that I should try the cable, and I loved it. So I did some research and found the Egyptian cable lateral raise variation, and from the moment I started leaning away from the machine and really started focusing on the contraction of my lateral deltoid, I instantly started seeing more results as well. Number 2, I get more of a stretch on the muscle when doing this variation, as my hand has room to go under my leg, and it just feels more natural to me than having my hand go in front of my body or behind my body like in a normal variation of cable lateral raises. Number 3, I love doing drop sets. After I fail, I'll just drop the weight back by 10 pounds and rep it out to failure once again. Now I have 2 tips for you when it comes to shoulder training. Number 1, always have your elbows in the scapular plane, specifically 30 to 45 degrees in front of your body. Why? Well, when you do overhead presses, especially with dumbbells, and you have your elbows directly out to the sides, I've seen footage of people literally dislocating their shoulders. The way to avoid this is by having your elbows 30 to 45 degrees in front of your body when doing any pushing exercises. Some examples include benching, cable lateral raises, dumbbell lateral raises, overhead pressing, etc. It doesn't matter, just keep your shoulders safe. The second tip is when you perform any lateral raise variation, keep your thumbs up and pinkies down. Why? Well, I've been doing a ton of studying about physical therapy lately, and apparently when you place your shoulders into internal rotation and abduct them, it's a recipe for disaster, as it can cause impingement in the shoulder, and that can take months to heal from. Well, that's the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. If you liked it, consider subscribing and liking. God and Jesus love you. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.